Hi, I'm Deli Dutton, and I participated in Tales of Secret Santa 2022. It is a fan art or fanfic exchange for the Tales of series of video games. It's my first time participating in something like this, but I've been meaning to do some Tales fan art for a while now, so I figured I would try. For my secret recipient, Cherhara, I'm drawing Luke Fon Fabre from Tales of the Abyss. I am very fond of the Tales series, and Abyss is definitely in my top 3, along with Vesperia and Symphonia. My first Tales game was Tales of Symphonia. I'm pretty sure it's the first game I bought entirely on my own. Before that, when I got a game, it was because I had a gift card for Toys R Us, or I got something for my birthday or Christmas. Since then, I think I've collected most of the mothership titles of the Tales series. I think the only ones I don't own are Tempest, Berseria, and Rise. Although I haven't had a chance to play through all of the ones I do have yet. A great deal of them are in Japanese, which won't stop me, but will slow me down a bit. I fell in love with the series. The fighting system, which is more active than the traditional turn-based combat system in many JRPGs, has the added benefit of being multiplayer, which meant I could con my friends into playing with me. I've always liked the idea of multiplayer RPGs, although the massive online ones are intimidating. One of my other favorite things in the Tales games are the skits, where the characters would chatter between scenes, making it really feel like the party was really traveling together and getting to know each other, and had complex relationships with each other. And Tales characters? They do sometimes fall into character types, but I feel like they're always interesting. The healer's not always the soft girlfriend of the main boy. Sometimes they're a con artist, a massive nerd, or a big brother. And even the ones who do fall into those types, they still manage to be interesting and bring something new to the table. Sometimes they're selfish and struggle against being a hero. Sometimes they're just doing their best and they mess up big time. Sometimes they're very noble and kind, but they trust every flirty idiot or father figure that shows up. Sometimes they have motives that go against the party. They're interesting. Like, for example, this guy. In the beginning, Luke is a spoiled brat with no memory of his childhood, a desire to see the world outside his garden walls, and a devotion to his sword sensei. He comes off as whiny and selfish and naive, and a bit of a bully. But when he really messes up and throws a pity party about it, his friends abandon him. It's then when he realizes he has to change, and dramatically cuts his hair, as people often do in big life-changing moments. And it's still a struggle, but he really does try to do better. One of Cherhara's requests was for pre-haircut bratty Luke looking a bit smug, which is fun, so I went with that. When I was first sketching him, his eyes ended up being a bit colder, but For some reason, even though he does have sharp expressions in the game sometimes, I tend to think of him as having a slight puppy dog vibe to his face. It might be the way his eyes tilt, and maybe a little bit his personality. It's kind of like when a puppy is bored and untrained and not mentally stimulated. They act up. It's no wonder he's obsessed with his sensei. He provides novelty and instruction. I'm pretty happy with this. I like the pose and the expression, and I like how his out-of-printer ink ombre in his hair turned out, although it was a little difficult to keep off of his white jacket. I did have to bust out the posca markers to fix that up a bit. And I nearly forgot to paint his abs. I suppose I just don't draw enough characters with ab windows in their outfits. A pity. I also should have waited a little longer for either the masking fluid, the background paint, or both to dry. The paper tore a little bit, but I like the effect of the magic circles anyway. I do love a good magic circle. The teal goes nice with Luke's hair, and it's the color I associate with Tales of the Abyss anyway, between the mascot Mew and the cover art for the PS2 version. Thanks for watching! Do you have any suggestions for what I should draw next? comment down below. And as always, like and subscribe to continue on the art journey with me. Bye!